Cindy, Palm Springs Cindy, coming to you from my porch in Idaho. And I just want to say it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but I'm going to tell you why. I recently, I play bridge. I'm a bridge player, and I play at Sun Valley Bridge. Well, I recently received a phone call from our bridge instructor, and she asked me if I would mind bringing this gal whose name is Judy to a bridge class or a bridge game, because evidently Judy is here visiting and she didn't have a ride, but she wanted to come, and Joe knew, my bridge instructor knew that Judy lived near me. So she called me and she said, Judy lives right by you. Would you mind picking her up and bringing her to bridge class? And I was like, not at all. So I did. I picked Judy up. Come to find out, Judy is delightful, and we've become friends, and she's from California as well as I am. So anyway, we took a bridge lesson. We've ended up playing bridge together, bridge this and that, bridge yada, yada, yada. Well, after bridge, we often go for hors d'oeuvres and cocktails. So one night, that's what we did. And so Judy said to me, do you ever watch Netflix? And I was like, yeah, I watch it all the time. In fact, I don't even watch regular TV unless it's to watch the news. So she said, well, there's a great series that I'm in the middle of watching, and it's called Hell on Wheels. And I said, oh, I've seen that, but I thought that was about a motorcycle group. And she said, no, it's I want to say historical fiction, but I think it's nonfiction. So it's about the railroad. It's right after the Civil War. And it's about the beginning of building the railroad to the Pacific Ocean. And it's about, driving west, manifest destiny, coming up against the Native Americans and the different tribes. It's about different groups of people that vie for the attention to build the railroads. And there ends up being a core group of characters, for those of you who haven't seen it yet. And the characters are very rich and very full-bodied, and very, the characters are written very well. And you fall in love and you become attached to every single one of the characters. Even if they're a little bit evil, you still understand where the evil comes from, where the harshness came from, and you can identify with them. You understand. So I have not been posting because every spare minute that I have, I am watching Hell on Wheels. Now, I also want you to know, part of my MO is I can't just watch a series. I have to Google everybody in the series. I have to find out who they're married to, how many kids they have, what movies they've played in. I have to Google that time of our country and do a historical research on it, and what became of these people. And so I have just had the best time educating myself on all things Hell on Wheels. Now, just a quick glimpse. Hell is the name of their community. It's this tent city, and it's just awful what these people are going through to build the railroad. And they are not using people from China. They are using freed slaves from the South. So their workforce is comprised mostly of African Americans that have been released from their Southern masters. So that's one whole backdrop of what's going on. And it's good, and it's interesting. And then let's see, I've kind of forgot my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say, but you've got the freed slaves. You have the Confederate Army that is fighting the different tribes of Indians in the West. You have the Mormons who are coming west, and they're bringing their families, and they're following Joseph Smith. I think that's his name. And anyway, there's all this stuff happening that is so interesting. In every single episode, there's like 2 or 3 plots going on from beginning to end in one episode. And then the next episode, no one catches a break. It just gets it gets deeper and more complex in every episode. If you have, this is what I was going to say. Hell on Wheels. Hell is the name of their city. On wheels, because after they lay 2 miles of railroad track, then they pick up the tent city, they compress it all, they move, and then they set it back up again. So it's like the city is on wheels. So that's why it's called Hell on Wheels. Anywho, I have been glued to that series. I highly recommend it. You know, I was glued to The Crown. I started my English accent. Then Meghan and Harry got married, and I finished The Crown. And so, you know, I had to move on. I had to move on and find a different series from Netflix. So anyway, this is the one I'm hooked on right now. That's why I have not been uploading a lot on YouTube. If you have Netflix, go watch Hell on Wheels. I highly recommend it. Even though it's kind of violent, it doesn't show the violence. It's family friendly, and you can talk about the history while the family watches it. So anyway, this is Palm Springs Cindy saying, mwah, I love you much, and I wish you were here with me. It's just so beautiful. And until our next conversation, bye-bye.
For a while, I would have told you I miss your smile. I thought of you as a friend who can't let go, but when you left I could feel